Good morning, one and all. It gives me great pleasure and privilege to be here on this occasion of MHRM online lecture. I, Dr. Dheeraj Joval, as a HOD of Commerce Department, would like to welcome all my TYBCom student participants for MHRM online lecture. Today, we are going to discuss about the third module, Marketing Decision Part 2. Under this, we are going to see place and promotion. And today, we are going to discuss about the channel of distribution. What are the channel of distribution? Now we are going to see here the details. The meaning of distribution of channel. William Stanson defines a channel of distribution is the route taken by the title, the product, as it moves from the producer to the ultimate consumer or industrial user. Alfonso Mango, quite famous in Kokon region, with the help of the transport facility. It's a mango transport from Kokon region to throughout the Maharashtra, out of the Maharashtra, within the India, out of the country also. That is called as a channel of distribution. That is also called as a place utility. Now we are going to see. Basically, there are the two channel of distribution. One is that traditional channel, and another is that your new channel, that is called as the recent contemporary new channels of distribution. And one by one, we are going to see what is exactly the channel of distribution and what are the these are the two methods. Channel of distribution. Let us get the knowledge about the traditional methods. Now we are going to see here direct marketing channels, where the manufacturer directly sell to the final customer without the help of the intermediaries. Under the traditional channel, we can see the direct channel of marketing, and under the direct channel of marketing, the words, the name indicates, give the explanation about that one, where the manufacturer, without the support of the wholesaler, retailer, mercantile agent, any sub agent, they directly sell to the product to the final customer. That is called as the direct channels of marketing. Even also we are going in the details about the direct channels of marketing. What is called the direct channel marketing? What are the products comes under the direct channel of marketing? Why the manufacturer select the direct channels of marketing? We are going to see the one by also. And even also under the indirect channels, under the traditional methods, we are going to see where the manufacturer sell to the final consumer with the help of the intermediaries. Under this scenario, those who are the seller, those who are the owner, those who are the manufacturer, they have to take the support of the wholesaler, retailer, mercantile agent, sub agent. They want to sell their product to the, these are the, with the help of the, these are the parties. That is called as a indirect channels of marketing. Now students, look at the here, with the help of the these diagram, I am going to tell you about the direct channels and indirect channels. Both are comes under the traditional methods of channel of distribution. Now look at the here, the first one, as I mentioned that one, direct channels. Under the direct channels, we can see manufacturer, without the help of the wholesaler, retailer, that is called as the intermediary, directly sell product to the final customer. That is called as a direct channel. Even also that is termed as zero channels of marketing. That is termed as zero channels of marketing. And even also I have given the example, the bulk goods are available, your plant and machinery, these are the heavy goods are available. Therefore it's always advisable, it's always convenient, you can directly sell to the final customer without the help of the wholesaler and retailer, due to the heavy weight of the machinery. And it's not suitable also to each and every time you have to do loading and unloading at the wholesaler shop, at the retailer shop. It's not suitable also. Now let us go for the second part also. Under the second part, you can see here indirect channels. Under and indirect channels, we are going to see, basically there are the 7 types of the indirect channels. Now we are going to see one by one. Look at the here, the first one. The first one is one of the longest channel of distribution. Now look at this PPT carefully, then I will explain each and everything. Here is there are the 7 channels under the indirect channels. Look at the first one is manufacturer, agent, wholesaler, retailer, and the final is a customer. This is also called the longest channel of distribution. And even also I have given the one of the example. We know very well about the Sony company, Sony television and Sony mobile. I have given the example about the mobile. Now we are the young generation, and the students, every students, even also we have the smart mobile phone. Now I have given the example about the Sony mobile phone. Any repair, any maintenance you have to done for the Sony mobile phone, then you have to visit wholesaler retailer shop. If the repairer maintains beyond their capability, they suggest you, sir, please visit to the authorized center, please visit to the Sony agent, etc. That is called as a agent. We heard about this word about the agent, then we can say here is the agent, then I can say that one. The manufacturer does not want to take the responsibility of the wholesaler. They want to concentrate only the production activity, therefore they want to appoint the agent. Agent is going to deal with the wholesaler on behalf of the manufacturer, therefore manufacturer save his lot of time and concentrate on the production activity. And those who are the authorized center, those who are the authorized agent, they are dealing with the wholesaler, retailer and customer on behalf of the manufacturer. Therefore under this Sony television, Sony mobile case, we have seen the longest channel of distribution, and authorized center and agent we know very well about in the case of our mobile phone. Therefore this is called as the longest channel of distribution. Now look at the second scenario is here. Under the second scenario, manufacturer, then agent, then we can go for retailer, and the last one is a consumer. Under this scenario, those who are the agent, he directly approach to the manufacturer. Instead of providing commission to the wholesaler, the agent convinced to the manufacturer, I have that premises, I have that, we can give the example, 10 floors building, I am going to store your all material, all product, please don't give commission to the wholesaler. Instead of the wholesaler, we can provide to the commission. Therefore we can say the agent can become himself as a wholesaler and dealing with the retailer, and the retailer is going to sell product to the final customer. Under this scenario, the eliminated the wholesaler services, and those who are the agent, he can become the wholesaler also. In the case of the Sony television, there is a showroom. We know very well about the showroom concepts are available. If you are going to purchase one television, there are so many 100, 200, 500 television sets are available. They, we can say they are authorized agent as well as the wholesaler. This is applicable for the Sony television case. Now under the third one, we can see here manufacturer, wholesaler, then retailer and the consumer and the 12th class. Under the OC subject, under the marketing, we have learned about this one. Manufacturer, wholesaler, retailer, this is the channel of distribution. Normally we have seen, and even also I have given is the as per the 12th syllabus. Now let us go for the next channel of distribution. Manufacturer, wholesaler, and the next one is a customer. In the case of the cement, in the case of the tiles, in the case of the building material, we have seen these kind of the shops available in the market. As a student, if you are going to see here, if you are going to purchase 1 kg cement, the concerned person is ready to sell 1 kg, 10 kg, 100 kg, whatever you want, whatever you can say, the 1 lorry, 2 lorry, 10 lorry, he is able to provide all kinds of the cement to you. That is called as a wholesaler. Even also in a Mumbai, there is a one Washi market is a agriculture market. Whatever quantity you want to for the agriculture, you can go there and you can purchase n number of the quantity, because that is called as a wholesale market. Now we can go for the next one. The student, you look at the first example, Reliance Fresh. Reliance is going to purchase all vegetables, all material direct from the farmer, that is a manufacturer, and they are going to sell all these are the vegetables, fruits, grocery item in their Reliance Fresh showroom. Therefore manufacturer is selling to the retailer and retailer is selling to the final customer as per their requirement. That comes under the here. Now look at the here, manufacturing, the canalizing agency and the buyer. And I have given the petrol. The petrol is one of the example. The certain products, the certain items which are banned by the to purchase direct customer. Therefore certain products, certain items only purchasing by the government. On behalf of the government, the certain canalizing agency appointed. For example, to purchasing the petrol, the crude oil, Indian Oil Corporation is a canalizing agency. They are going to purchase the crude oil, and after that they are going to distribute to all the petrol pump, and the petrol pump is going to give to the buyer. Therefore, we can see here manufacturer, the canalizing agency, and the last one we can see the buyer. With the help of the petrol, we can understand very well. And the last one we can see, this is a basically applicable for the agriculture product. I have given the milk, and you know very well about the production of the milk. Those who are the producer, those who are the farmer in the village, they are going to selling the milk through the cooperative society. And after collecting milk from the farmer, cooperative society is going to sell to the dealer, and the dealer is going to sell to the final consumer. This is called as a last channel of the distribution, and it is basically applicable for the agriculture product. Therefore, instead of the manufacturer, I have mentioned here the producer. Under the producer, look at the student, under the indirect channels, there are the 7 types. The first one is the longest channel of the distribution. With the help of the Sony mobile phone, you can remember this one: authorized agent, authorized center. Here is here. Second is a, in the case of the second one is the Sony television. Those who are the authorized center, those who are having the 5 store, 10 store building, he eliminated the service of the wholesaler, and the agent can become the wholesaler for the retailer, and he can get the commission whatever the provided by the manufacturer to the wholesaler. He can get that commission also. Under the third scenario, we have seen, this is a, as per our syllabus, 12 syllabus, we know very well about the channel of distribution. The wholesaler buying large quantity from the manufacturer, selling the very small to the retailer. Retailer buying the small quantity from wholesaler, and then selling very small as per the requirement of the customer, as per the 12 syllabus. Under the cement, tiles, etc., you know well about the wholesale shop is there. They are providing 1 kg, 2 kg, 100 kg, 1000 kg, whatever you want. They are going to provide all the materials. In case of the Reliance Fresh, we know very well about the Reliance Fresh is purchasing all vegetables, all material from the farmer and directly sell to the customer. Certain products, certain items are banned for to public directly by the common people. Therefore, government appointed certain agency, they are going to purchase certain product, and after that when they are going to sell to the buyer. The best example for the petrol is a purchasing from the Indian Oil Corporation, and thereafter they are distributed to all the petrol pump in India, and then buyers are going to purchase the petrol. And the last one is applicable for the agriculture product, and we have given the example about the milk, the producer, the cooperative, the dealer, and the last one you can get the customer. Now we are going to see the one by one here about the direct channels of marketing. What do you mean by the direct channels of marketing? Now look at the here direct channels of marketing. That is called as a zero level of marketing. Without the help of the wholesaler, retailer, mercantile agent, you can directly sell to the product to the final customer. There are no intermediaries between the producer and the final buyer. The producer directly sell to the final buyer through his own network of store, or at centrally located place, or by appointing door to door sales. So these are the options are available to direct sell product to the customer through his own network, own store, or they can appointed sales executive, those who are going to sell door to door. That is called as the direct channels of marketing. Now we are going to see what is suitable for the direct channels of marketing, why the manufacturers select the direct channels of marketing, and these are the several reasons. We are going to see one by one. Here is a, they have the greater control over the distribution. The manufacturer is in a capacity to distribute the product directly, and therefore they have a control over the distribution activity. Even also there is a non-availability of the middlemen, and even also there are eloquence from the middlemen to stock of the good. If the wholesaler, retailer, they are not ready to stock our product, then we don't have any option. Therefore we can go for the direct channels of marketing. Even also some of the heavy or bulky goods like your machinery, it's not so easy to carry, it's not easy to loading unloading each and every time at wholesaler place, at the retailer place, and to the final consumer. It's also feasible also. Therefore, to reduce handling and transportation costs, we are going to select the direct channels of marketing. Now go for the third one. Producer, that cater to a few customer may sell directly. If I have a few customer, and customers are geographical located, and most basically for the industrial product, then I can go for the direct channels of marketing. And even also some of the products, complex or high technical product which require a good after sale services, direct channels of marketing suitable for the final buyer. The producer who wish to have a direct contact with their final buyer to get a first hand information. We do not rely on the secondary source. We want the first hand information. We want the direct information to the customer. We want direct touch with the customer. Therefore we can go for the direct channels of marketing. And even also producer who sell through the internet do not require the intermediaries. If I have an online platform, the customer can give the order through the online platform. Therefore I can go for the direct channels of marketing. The small business established like a hotel, bakery, etc., they are convenient and sell directly to the local customer. These are the certain kinds of the stores or businessmen like a hotel, bakeries. They always prefer direct channels of marketing. They want to direct communicate. They want to direct sell to the product to the local customers. These are the several reasons. Therefore the customer, therefore the manufacturer always try to focus for the direct channels of marketing. Now once more we are going to see recap here. Basically these are comes under the traditional methods of channels of distribution. The first one is the direct channels of the distribution, that is called as the zero channels of distribution, and the remaining are the indirect channels. And we have seen there are the basically 7 types under the indirect channels. With the help of the example you can remember, and it would be useful for your examination purpose also. Now, thank you very much for your patience listening. If you're having any doubt, any query, you can ask me. Thanks a lot.